The names have come and gone. The Kaiser, the Henry J., the Tucker. They were private dreams that were turned into automobile reality, at least for a while. The jury's still out on John Z. DeLorean's dream car, but it's been some time since Walter Chrysler successfully turned his private vision into a long-term manufacturing company. The DeLorean, with its gull-wing doors, is a rare bird, all right, but it's not the first of its species by any means. In the early 1970s, there was this one. This is a Bricklin, properly known as the Safety Vehicle 1, and this is Malcolm Bricklin's dream. He wanted a mass-produced sports car with gull-wing doors, one that would sustain little damage from a 25-mile-per-hour crash. In some ways, the dream has come true. The gull-wing doors are here, and although a 25-mile-an-hour crash won't leave a Bricklin unscratched, it's still one of the world's safest cars. That big front bumper is one of the reasons. It's part of the unique welded body frame that surrounds the passenger compartment. It's called a bird cage, and it even provides side impact and rollover protection. This is the only existing film of a Bricklin crash test. At 30 miles per hour, the bird cage remains intact, the passengers protected. The outside is unique too. This isn't steel, it's acrylic plastic reinforced with fiberglass. That means no rust, and the color is impregnated into the surface, so a scratch is just sanded and buffed out. But the Bricklin is a true sports car. Its conventional front engine, rear drive powertrain used either an AMC V8 with a 4-speed transmission or a Ford V8 with an automatic. And it had plenty of luxury features too. Power steering, stereo radio, custom interior, tilt steering wheel. It's a long list and it's all standard equipment. The car is fast, agile, and safe, and originally was supposed to cost $5,000. How could it miss? Well, it did, only after 13 months of production. And why? Well, it wasn't for lack of sales. At bankruptcy time, there was a 5-year backlog of orders, but there were other problems. The Bricklin was a component car, chassis from AMC, mirrors from GM, radio antenna from VW, engines from AMC and Ford. When one component was delayed, production stopped. A lack of horn buttons delayed hundreds of Bricklins for weeks. And the difficulty of manufacturing well-sealed gull-wing doors was almost insurmountable. The doors often leaked. The factory recommended that a sponge be installed in the roof. And the mechanism to raise the doors was adapted from a convertible, and it often failed. Passengers sometimes had to crawl out of the trunk. But just as Bricklin seemed to be working these problems out, the Canadian government withdrew from underwriting Bricklin loans. The plant was forced to close, but there are still some Bricklins around, and Bricklin owners are still disciples. Why, one gentleman of our acquaintance just happens to own 5 of them. It seems, you see, that some cars just refuse to fade away.